Namaste. Is our Noni Snowflake here? Hope you're all having a wonderful day and you had a wonderful weekend. And that Libra season is balancing out for you, embracing the equinox energies. So the card given to us for the Virgo moon transit was 10, wisdom. 10 is karmic completion, made of new beginnings and unity. Equaling 1, new beginnings. And 10 is in the traditional tarot, is your fortune's wheel. Fortune's wheel brings in the energies of Jupiter, expansion and luck. Jupiter rules the day Thursday. Today's Monday and it's ruled by the moon. So the energies that we're dealing with today are we're currently in the void of course moon, and she transits into Virgo. Oh, we had this written down. Let me get the book out. Having a bit of mind fog, brain fog. At 5:56 a.m. tomorrow morning, Tuesday the 13th. So we're in the void of course now. We have been since 3:29 p.m. until tomorrow morning. So just getting on with normal everyday stuff. Any meditation or connecting to nature or spiritual practices are very good, but not to make any important decisions. So the energies that we're dealing with, Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius energy is in with this as well. Which is the Temperance card, 14, moderation, and also she's the traditional ruler of Pisces, and Pisces connects in with the moon again in the traditional, in tarot, in the major arcana it's number 18. So there's the overlapping of energies there. We're currently in the 4th moon phase, and we're in the waning crescent 4. And tomorrow we go into the reigning crescent 5 of peace. If you want to know today's energies or the waning crescent 4, then if you go to the Leo moon transit, and that will give you today's phase, which is release. The waning crescent 4 is today's, number 27, and this is number 28, waning crescent 5 for tomorrow, Tuesday. Peace of mind is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. Refuse drama and do not freely engage with people who use drama as a weapon. Stop fighting. Allow yourself to rest for a while. When we let what we no longer need go, we make room for peace. The incantation, the affirmation. I choose to create and hold peace. I allow this to ripple out into the world. We are an anxious bunch, us modern folk. We are constantly stimulated or not stimulated enough. We find it hard to sleep. Insomnia is at record levels in the Western world. And for some, we self-medicate with food, devices, drama and work. We seek peace, but we don't know how to go about it particularly well. Peace can begin with a series of decisions we make. For example, we can decide we can't control everything. Shock. The ancient Greek Stoics had a great strategy here, advising a split of your issues into I can control this and I have no control over this. Think about the most pressing and worrying issues you have right now, or the situations that are giving you the most sleepless nights. Then break them down into pieces and place them under the correct heading. Be honest and discerning. What you will find is that most of your situations or issues are under the second heading. The Stoics advised that the things listed there deserve no more of your attention because they are actually out of your control. Wow! However, the things under I can control this, are important, and you must action these to the best of your ability. These are those things you will influence and where you will glean the most change. While this seems a simple system, I promise you it will give you far less to worry about and instantly more peace. We can be more focused and mindful about what we are doing in real time. We can place ourselves deliberately in sessions in quiet, beautiful and peaceful environments. We can learn what for us brings our body rest and peace. We can choose to not do the head miles of worry. Worry is, after all, chewing gum for the mind. Not really nutritious in any way, but something to do. When we let go of what we no longer really need, peace floods in, taking up this old space and healing it. And the companion stone is amethyst. So that's tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, we move into the dark moon phase, the void. Where pure potential exists. Until the new moon on Friday. And I just check the time of that again. All of it's written down in the links. 8:31 p.m. on Friday is Libra new moon, and it's a super moon as well, super new moon. The dark moon is great for making wishes, really doing your manifesting, getting your inspiration and ideas flowing, but no actual intentions set until the new moon energies and all of the full moon energies have come to a completion and illumination. 1, the dark moon, the void. Your time to rest and reset is here. Release all that does not serve you. Stop resisting. The void is a time of possibility, not just darkness. There is nothing to fear in letting go of negative patterns and habits. So let go of the old. And the affirmation, the incantation, saying it in front of the mirror using the pronouns I, we and you are very profound until you hear a shift in your voice, feel a shift in your body or your breath. I freely release what I no longer need. I freely release what I no longer need. While the full moon, full, attractive power, gets all the publicity, the dark moon, which offers the infinite possibilities of a clean slate, is just as powerful in its own way. The dark moon often looks like just a darker piece of the night sky, and in some cultures, the way it appears harkens back to the idea of the void. It is a place of unknowable secrets, a state of everything and nothing, or a place to prepare or rest before moving on. To me personally, there is a reliving, restful quality about this darkest moon that allows pondering and decisions about what we can jettison before making fresh plans for the new moon, which is the next day. Or in this case, it's 2 days afterwards, because this is Wednesday and then it's Friday for the new moon. If you find yourself resisting the dark moon, that you are being stubborn about letting go of something that is old and not serving you in a positive way any longer. Often that is a fear or pattern that was created to protect you in some way. However, now it is outdated, yet you are still carrying it, or acting it out. Know that this moon is powerful, but it is also incredibly gentle in the way it helps you unravel what actually is, so you can embrace the fresh start of tomorrow. Relax, reframe, and think about how much better your life will be without that bad habit, fear, or pattern. Get very clear about the possibilities of this transformation and what it will give you in real terms. This is the power of the dark moon. It is the optimum time in the cycle to release the old and cut the cords of relationships and traumas that deserve no time and attention in your present. And the companion stone or metal is jet. And it was a super full moon back when the Libra full moon happened about 6 months ago. So I don't know if always, and it's a super new moon this time, so I don't know if they always happen together. That's something we have to learn. But it means it's closer to Earth, and the energies have a stronger pull, a stronger magnetism. And because it's about releasing and resetting, we're going to do a Fibonacci pulse reset. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Or you can kind of make the noise and it will be 21, and then it will be 34. 21 over 34 is the golden ratio, which is that central pivot, that central point of balance where plants spiral out from petals, flowers, etc. And so what we're also going to do is your thymus is just above your heart. So whatever you go to use initially, so if you bring your right hand up initially, I would invite you to use your left hand, and the other hand that you initially first of all brought up to your thymus to have at your lower back on your sacrum, which is where when people talk about Kundalini rising, there's a coil of energy that resides in your lower back, and so your hand is just going over that one. And then with your other hand, I want you to gently fist it into a fist shape with your thumb inside your knuckles. So your thumb relates to your thinking. So you're putting your thoughts inside all your fingers, and your fingers then are your feeling, your working, your relating, and your sense of security. And you're just going to tap as you count on your thymus. So have a little shake. Exhale all the breath from your lungs. Take a long, slow, deep inhalation, still having a shake. Sigh and shake on your exhalation. Another deep inhalation. And a sigh and a shake on your exhalation. And after the next inhalation, we all do 21. So exhale all your breath. Breathe it in. Breathe in. And at the same time, tap your thymus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21. Exhale a bit more after a pause. And then breathe in for your nose. Exhale for your mouth. In for your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Pause. Can you exhale a bit more? And then after the next inhalation, we'll do 34. So exhale a bit more. The more you exhale, the more you can inhale. And then in for your nose. In for your mouth. In for your nose. And 1, and a shake and a sigh. Now what you've just done there, if you have joined in, is you've utilised your vocal cords and sound along with your physical body reactions. So you're incorporating a few of your bodies there, and your thigh mass regulates all your internal cycles and rhythms. So you've just done a Fibonacci pulse reset with your body, and you're sounding your voice of the golden ratio 5, PHI. Oh, I feel quite, I don't know, I can't put words to it. That's definitely done something for us. Our broken collarbone, where we broke our collarbone, loosens up all over the place. And so we were tapping with our left hand and our right hand on our sacrum. And I don't know, I think I feel an adrenaline rushing. So anyway, we'll read some information on what a Virgo moon's energies are like. A Virgo moon is feminine, dry, barren, earthy energy. It is favourable for anything that needs painstaking attention, especially those things where exactness rather than innovation is preferred. Use this sign for activities when you must analyse information or when you must determine the value of something. Virgo is the sign of bargain hunting. It's friendly towards agricultural matters with an emphasis on animals and harvesting vegetables. It is an excellent time to care for animals, especially training them, and veterinary work. This sign is most beneficial when decisions have already been made and now need to be carried out. The inclination here is to see details rather than the bigger picture. There is a tendency in this sign to overdo. Precautions should be taken to avoid becoming too dull from all work and no play. Build a little relaxation and pleasure into your routine from the beginning. Ruler Mercury goes retrograde tomorrow until the 3rd of November. Mercury is the mind, expression, communication. So when planets go retrograde, it's about a revisiting of old energies or old patterns, cycles that haven't quite been cleared. So if some stuff starts surfacing up again, or situations happen that you thought were cleared or that you're done and dusted, this is maybe a final layer. There could be more, who knows? But it's to do with the energies. So don't be put off. Don't have your will be lessened. Just know that this is the energies, and you're going with the ebb and flows, and there's highs and there's lows. So if you know it's the energies at play, you can take extra care at doing things that calm your mind, and embrace whatever energies or patterns or cycles are being revisited with the Virgo analytical mind. The impulse is discriminating, so you can have great discernment there with that, and it rules the abdomen and the intestines. So Virgo is also about healing, so good time to do like a colon cleanse, or doing any kind of cleanses for your intestines, eating things that are beneficial for your digestive system. So thank you, Llewellyn's 2020 Moon Sign book. And now we're just going to go to Kirsty Gallagher's Lunar Living, Working with the Magic of the Moon Cycles. And I just effing love the numbers, man. Oh, they're so cool. So the card that was given to us today was 10 Fortune Wheels, and the Moon in Virgo's in chapter 10. Oh. So the Moon to make an action plan. Element Earth. Quality mutable. Ruling planet Mercury, the planet of communication. Symbol the Virgin. Solid and earthy, the Virgo moon comes along to help you move forward towards very real, very grounded dreams from a very real, very grounded place. The most practical of the moons, Virgo asks you to look at the here and now, as it's only from this present moment that you can make change. Rather than wallowing in or being held back by a long gone past, or living in some imagined future moment where you'll do it all when everything is perfect. This moon wants you to instead get real, right here, right now. To do this, Virgo will literally bring you back down to earth, back to life, back to reality. This could be a bumpy landing for some of you, especially if you tend to lean towards escapism, avoidance, or making yourself so busy your feet don't touch the ground. I know for me, I've used recreational drugs in the past, and it can feel a bit like a come down sometimes. So yeah, again, with the new moon energies and the dark moon coming up, be aware things might not feel right, you might feel pretty low, but it's just a sign for you to turn inwards and do things that make you smile, play, have fun, embrace the Leo energies. It's in this present moment, reality check, that this moon holds the most intensity and the most healing. More so if you are confronted with the truth that here it's not where you want or plan to be. Virgo, with its critical, perfectionist, demanding energy, will show you clearly how you have never felt good enough or worthy enough. This moon will bring that voice and your deepest inner critic rushing to the surface, because they are what truly holds you back from taking action towards every one of your dreams, and from being truly yourself in relationships and friendships, saying yes to great opportunities and fully embracing life. This can make Virgo a deeply emotional moon, as you realise how you have always sabotaged what you want in life by criticising yourself or others, or that you are always waiting for things to be perfect before going after what you want, or that you didn't believe you deserved what you want. This is where the deep healing of this moon comes in, because now that you know the voice of the inner critic and these deep-rooted beliefs exist, you can work on healing them. Virgo, in its present moment awareness, helps you to see that you are not your thoughts and beliefs, and that you can work on healing and changing them at any time, or as we like to say, reprogramming your most amazing bioorganic computer. The sign of the healer and virgin goddess Virgo guides you into deep inner healing, into creating a whole new set of thoughts and beliefs and reality for yourself. You are one thought or belief away from changing your entire life. Virgo also helps you to find your deep intuition and knowing, the part of you that trusts and believes. Virgo aligns you back with nature, so if you've been struggling to find a deep connection with the moon or cycles or transitions and change, this moon will help you with that. Wow, that's even more powerful then that we've done the Fibonacci pulse reset of the golden ratio too. Virgo is deeply connected to the earth, trusting in the wisdom and abundance of nature and that everything is happening in perfect order. We got that off Gaia TV, but we then adapted it ourselves with the sound and the body action with the thymus. So I don't know if you do Google it and do your own research, I don't know what you'll find. But if you do and you find stuff, please leave comments below. We'd be fascinated to see what other information's out there that we've not come across. Virgo loves sorting and synchronicity and lining everything up so that the universe or higher power or source or nature, or whatever word you call it, can assist in getting things done. Now, with all this newfound knowledge and healing, it's time to put real change and action into place. From knowing where you are right now, you can make a clear action plan to get to where you want to be. This moon will give you a much needed boost of inspiration and the drive to get things done. If you have felt resistance to change, Virgo brings fresh new inspiration and a plan to make this moon a moon of real grounded new beginnings. Perfect leading up to the new moon. The Virgo moon calls you into taking action. This moon will help you get things off the ground, push along new projects and make any changes that need to be made, problem solve, multitask, meet demands, get organised and take on new and exciting challenges. Virgo will help you to know exactly how you will get there. Efficient, detail-driven, hard-working Virgo will help you to plan and plan and plan some more, to tweak and drill down into details until you get it just right. Virgo will bring you all the tools, insight, knowledge, enthusiasm and drive to make your dream a reality. Mercury, the planet of communication, rules Virgo. Under the Virgo moon, it can be a wonderful time to notice your communication style. So we say there's a positive to every negative. And what we dance with at the moment, especially important because of our processing language disorder and the way we misinterpret things and get our words jumbled, is that we start off, it tends to be quite negative, some of the stuff that comes up first, or the narratives that we're used to. So we'll get those out, write them down, record them, audio or video, whatever's easiest for us at the time. And then we will ask the universe or ask guidance, ask whatever, depends which altar's out, for the positive connotation wording. So i.e., for example, for that, you can say anti-war, and that's negative connotation, or you can say pro-peace, and pro-peace is positive connotation, and my body doesn't react to positive connotation wording, but it reacts to negative connotation wording with spasms, etc. And this is an accentuation of the energy, so this is how the energy works with everyone. So I hope that makes sense and is a helpful bit of information there. So that's why there's a positive to any negative, because it's all how we word it and phrase it. How do you speak to yourself on a daily basis? Is your inner narrative one of perfectionism and criticism? Can you turn that around with some positive affirmations? With those around you, are you always jumping in with your perfectionist practical advice, or seeing what needs fixing and criticising, even if it's well intended? How can you communicate with yourself and others in a more kind and effective way? The key words for Virgo are I analyse. Use this as a journal prompt and see what flows to you in answer. Set some intentions or create some affirmations using this declaration at the beginning. Things like, I analyse my present moment reality. I analyse the voice of my inner critic and doubt. I analyse my way forward, creating a clear action plan. And when you start using the power of your subconscious mind, your conscious mind is only a wee 5% of you, if you're fully aware in your conscious mind. And your subconscious, which is your left hemisphere brain, past, future, it's what creates anxiety and worry. But when we're in the moment and in the now, we're in our right hemisphere brain. Our body, our subconscious mind, our heart, and that's like whopping 95% of us. Apologies there for it cutting out. Wi-Fi, must be the weather or something. Over planning and organising to the point where you don't leave any room for universal guidance or something even better to come along. A crystal for this moon. Fluorite for creating an action plan. Peridot to connect you to nature and help release negative thought patterns. Or howlite to help with the inner critic. Thank you, Kirsty Gallagher, for that. And thank you, Queen of the Moon Oracle, for the moon phases. Now we will go with the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. I love how they word these. And we'll start with doing the spectrum of energies. So we'll start with the subconscious, unseen, unaware. Sun time. So there's the Leo energies coming into play. It's currently the sun time that we're in now. So the underlying, unseen, unaware spectrum of energies for the reading. We've got 3 for the bottom and 3 for the top. So 3 for the subconscious and 3 for the conscious. This key that's in our little altar here was found in our garden because we're doing our garden at the moment. So I felt it symbolic to put in the altar. So 5 of water. 5 is change and freedom. The only constant is change, and change brings freedom if we allow ourselves to flow with the ebb and flow. Keywords: loss, betrayal, fear, doubt, hopelessness, isolation, self-pity, blame. Key phrases: feeling alone and isolated, without hope, consumed by fears and doubts, unable to see a way forward, trapped in the moment, feeling angry and betrayed. Mourn your loss, playing the victim. And we've going to put links below once we upload it to YouTube. We'll put links below, so if you resonated with these energies and felt benefits from any of the healing techniques we use, then the links will take you to the other energies which are connected and linked on to these, which you may wish to embrace and continue. Lots of inspiration and new ideas. So the next one is 15, abundance. 15 is the card of the devil in the traditional tarot, of desires. That's I think it's the fifth limb of yoga, pratyahara, freedom from the descendants of your desires. So we're on the fives again. First one was 5. This one's 15, which adds up to 6, unconditional love. Abundance, and it's the major arcana. It's a day of abundant energies today. You may wish to visit the Leo reading. Oh, no, we've gone to the next one. It's not the father. There we go. Keywords: abundance, consciousness, giving, receiving, energy, love, appreciation. Key phrases: abundance is a state of plenty. Abundance is a feeling. Abundance surrounds you. Have faith and conviction. Complete trust is required. Your rainy day is today. Determine your goals and reasons and set intentions. A state of contentment not influenced by external factors. Relax and enjoy yourself. Generosity ripples outwards. The more you give, the more you receive. Appreciate and be grateful. Thank you. So much gratitude. I do like this card. And then the last bottom, unseen, unaware, underlying reason for the reading, another 5, the father. And he came out earlier as well. So fatherly energies are needed. Keywords: fatherhood, leadership, authority, protection, responsibility, guidance, support, compassion, control. Key phrases, that was keywords if I said key phrases, I'm not sure. The centre of power within the family unit. A time for decisive action. A source of strength, not fear. What did your father teach you? Step up and take charge. Guide, instruct and inspire confidence. Be interested and supportive, not critical. The buck stops with you. Fulfill your obligations. Allow others their autonomy. Share all tasks and responsibilities. Step out of the Stone Age. Thank you. He reminds me of an old friend that's just recently become a father, I think. And so the top conscious, seen, aware reasons for the reading of the energy spectrum is 21. And the 21 over 34 for the golden ratio. Perception. It's all about perception, how we perceive things. A cylinder, when you've got the shadow of a cylinder, can look like a rectangle from one, or a square, depending on the cylinder, and a circle from the other shadow. So they're very different, but yet it comes from the same form. Key words: perception, understanding, worldview, opinion of self, clarity, objectivity. Key phrases: perception shapes your worldview. Understand what your senses tell you. Knowledge and understanding are limited. Changed perception cannot be unchanged. Is your perception clouded? Take the high ground. Seek a new perspective. Challenge your perception. Who influences your perception? Do you have all the facts? Represent yourself honestly. Watch for false perception. have this beautiful card. Butterflies, cats, snakes. The Seven of Fire. Key words: divination, signs, heeding intuition, looking within, seeking answers, discovery, awareness, trust. Key phrases: heed your intuition, a feeling of recognition, inexplicable coincidences, moments that repeat. Personal interpretation is crucial. Only you know the answer. Look beyond the surface. Observe and be aware. And then the last one for the conscious, aware, seen, surface spectrum energies is 6, the crone. 6 is the number of harmony, unconditional love. Key words: feminine power. Yes, come on, let's rise the divine feminine consciousness within every human. Key words: feminine power, fiercelessness, authenticity, individuality, independence, new purpose, freedom, shadow self. Key phrases: the woman who understands her true nature. Be aware of your choices. Be unafraid to walk your path alone. A life of your own design. Untapped power and potential. A fertile and productive future. A childless state. Be unbowed and unapologetic. Respect and cherish your elders. A direct and forthright approach is needed. Do what's necessary, not what's expected. It's time to be fierce and fight back. And just what I remember there, I don't know what popped up, but we did the number 4, so we invited in the yearly energies with the singing bowls. Oh, they're mushrooms. I thought that was a little person. I didn't see that right. I thought it was a little person. Funny. There we go. I will bring this closer so you can see. He's got a bear hooded cape on. Grounded, protected, safe. Preparing for the winter energies of hibernation. Wisdom. Keywords: knowledge, understanding, awareness, self-knowledge, illumination, introspection, withdrawal, insight, common sense. Key phrases: you are here to become wise. Knowledge does not make you wise. Wisdom is learning from one's mistakes. Apply knowledge, logic and common sense. Learn from more than just books. Seek out your elders. Time to break a cycle. Wisdom is understanding. Wisdom is loving the whole. Know and love your shadow. You have unlimited potential. The road ahead leads to many destinations. Meaning: the second of the 8 primary reasons for being is to acquire wisdom. While a person can have great knowledge, if they have no understanding, that knowledge will not make them wise. An individual may possess great capability to retain facts and information, but lack the ability to truly process what they've learned. Some say wisdom cannot be learned from a book. It is something that is learned through experience. True wisdom is born of understanding our experiences. Wisdom stems from learning from one's successes and mistakes, one's trials and adventures, one's gains and losses. Wisdom is born of awareness and discernment that allows you to judge the best course of action in most situations. Wisdom is the application of knowledge, logic, and common sense. We say that one of the descriptions of wisdom we use is wisdom is embodiment of knowledge. So bringing the knowledge into the body, using the breath to integrate. Wisdom is the synthesis of external information acquired via personal experiences and learning. It comes from using logic, emotion, and intuition to analyse and understand, to discern the truth, to grow in awareness, and then use that knowledge to find our place and purpose within the universe and to live a good and productive life. Potential blockage. We all have a side to our nature that is not pretty or kind, depending on one's perspective and point of view. We are all guilty of judging others, of being critical, of being selfish, and putting our own needs before the needs of others. We all possess the ability to be unkind, intolerant, and close-minded. We have all had moments when we have been both dogmatic and bombastic. The wisdom card in reverse asks you to accept these moments and understand their necessity or the loving necessity of the shadowy aspects of your nature. Otherwise, you will only see part of the lessons being offered. You will see minor details instead of the whole, and the whole truth is that if you stand in the light, you will cast a shadow. Without this recognition, you will find the journey towards wisdom a long and arduous one. Therefore, look to blocked energy of the wisdom card as presenting you with the opportunity to look within and question what you fear, hate, or condemn in others, and deny or condemn within yourself. The darker aspects of your nature can often be your greatest teachers, and while the truths revealed may sometimes be harsh and uncomfortable, they bring with them the power to heal and empower. Use this time to get to know those aspects of your nature that you may pretend not to have noticed and see them in the light. Know them, learn from them, see them change and become beautiful as your perspective shifts. They are all a part of the divine and human being that is you. The past. When the wisdom card appears in the past position, it suggests that it is time to learn from more than just books. Seek out the elder wise ones and skilled masters in your family or community. If they are willing, allow them to mentor you. Observe, watch them work, ask them about their lives, their beliefs, listen to what they impart. Do not discredit or devalue their knowledge. They have lived a lifetime of experiences. They have made countless mistakes. They have fallen down and have struggled to get back up. They have feared and loved. They have lost, they have survived. With every experience they have learned. Your elders have been looking at their options and making decisions for longer than you have been alive. They have become adept at choosing the right path for themselves, and what they can impart may just help you learn to do the same. When the wisdom card appears in the past position in your reading, it may also signify a need to look back and learn from past mistakes. You might be reliving the same experience over and over again because you have not yet learned the lesson being offered. It is time to break the cycle. The future. A wise person looks at their choices and actions in the present and understands their influence and impact upon the future. They understand that every choice they make and act upon will have consequences, and so they think before they act, so that when they act they are more confident about what the future may bring. When the wisdom card appears in a future position, it asks that you be wise and take a moment, or several, to consider the consequences of your thoughts and actions. Be mindful. Be very sure that what you desire is in alignment with who you are. And Mother Gaia, take this moment as an opportunity to withdraw, look within, and shine a light upon your true desires, goals, and objectives. Contemplate all the possible futures that may come to be, not just the one you want. Embrace a larger, broader perspective. Look at the bigger picture. And with this in mind, they can prepare for any eventuality. The present. When the wisdom card appears in the present position, it is reminding you to look beyond your personal scope, beyond your current... Went out again there. So beyond your current opinions. You may have been conditioned to believe in dichotomies. You may have been conditioned to define, label and judge. You may have been conditioned to think, behave and be a certain way. But a wise person looks within and sees beyond their conditioning, beyond their opinions, to the truth. To do so, they have peeled away the layers of familial and societal indoctrination, fears that have no foundation, insecurity and doubt, and have revealed a person who understands, loves and accepts the pure and whole nature of the psyche that remains. The wise person does not question whether they are good or bad, but accepts that they are human, and that humans are multifaceted beings who cannot be, nor should be, defined or quantified in a limiting manner. A wise person realises that a good person who does good deeds is still capable of bad acts, and that a bad person who does bad deeds is capable of doing good. It is wise to understand that the very acts you condemn or revere might result in consequences that are vastly different to those you expected. Good intentions and good deeds may give rise to catastrophe, while bad intentions and bad deeds may give rise to change that brings nothing but good. A wise person knows that even if they were to possess all of the combined knowledge of man, that what they know would be equal to a single star in an ever-expanding universe full of an infinite number of stars. A wise person knows not to define or limit, because humanity is full of limitless possibilities. We are constantly evolving and therefore unknowable. We are part of the great mystery and limited only by our own narrow perception and understanding of what was, what is, and what might be. When the wisdom card appears in your present, it says there is a beautiful wisdom in accepting that you do not have all the answers, and that your opinion and beliefs, what you believe to be truths, are sometimes unimportant in the grand scheme of things. There are things you might know and things you need to know, but there are also things that are not for you to know, and speculation will gain you nothing but lost time. The wisdom card in the present represents a beautiful paradox, a need to accept that you are both wise and ignorant. Your wisdom is your truth, but it is only your truth. Your truth is not absolute. Namaste. Zanoni Snowflake. Shinto Self-Empowerment.